The developer behind Myst has just released the progress update for 0.6.2. Now, we don't have a date on when this update will drop yet, but from what the guys have been working on, this looks absolutely phenomenal, and we're going to be seeing a hell of a load of awesome things, especially when it comes to the bandits. The bandits have seen a nice rework, along with adding armor, and alongside that, we've also got some brand new weapons and weapon types. There's been loads of reworks to already fundamental features and quest improvements. This is going to be an absolutely outstanding update, and I can't wait to see what the team is going to do going forward. There's been so much progress since they've added the new map and obviously all of the bandit camps and the actual survivor camps. This game is getting better and better. I do think it would help if they did show a little bit more off on socials rather than just the progress updates, if they did a little bit of streaming and stuff like that, because the game released a long time ago. It has been out for a few years now, and it was good back then, but it does keep getting better. Obviously, with the updates that he does bring to the table, and I think it was updates 5 or between 5 and 6, things got a little bit wrong. There was performance issues, all sorts of stuff there, but those have been worked out now, and I do think we see a lot of players coming back in from those earlier days, which is great news. The game has progressed amazingly and gets better with each update. So this 0.6.2 progress update does include storyline and NPC dialogue, new mechanics for enemies and the armor system, new arrows, arrow types, new weapons, weapon upgrade, complete rework of that system, new bandit behavior improvements, and new bandit types, including a bandit boss, a new quest event, new alpha Myst. So we do have obviously the original Myst, which shows up. There's now an alpha Myst, which does do a few different things to the enemies that you come across. There's also new character and 3D models for the Berserker and the Cedar, and map and environment updates. Now, for the storyline and NPC dialogue, is currently working on expanding the main storyline and adding more depth to the NPCs that we meet along the way. You'll be able to explore some richer stories and interact with characters who have their own tales to tell, which is great. I do think that they've worked really well with the NPCs so far. They do a lot around your camp, and having the quest and trader system, I think that has worked out a lot better for solo players especially, because it gives you a little bit more to aim for and a little bit more to do. Now, the biggest feature of this update is the new enemy body armor system. So the new armor system, if you do encounter higher level bandits, they can sometimes have body and head armor. Level 2 and 3 armor will block attacks from pistols, and level 3 can block shots from machine guns, adding a strategic challenge to certain enemy encounters. They've also improved the damage receiving system, so being shot at different points of the body will now deliver varying degrees of damage, rather than the standard damage that we've seen beforehand. So as you can see, that is the enemy armor there, and it does look pretty beastly, especially the sort of Punisher mask that they've got going on there. Then we've also got the new arrow types. Now, the bow and arrow is essential in this game. I think especially at the beginning, before you start taking out bandits and getting some better weaponry, bows are the way forward, especially dealing with animal encounters and obviously the zombies. So with that, there has been an upgrade to the actual bow system, and they've added a crossbow. So as you can see here, there's new arrow types which have varying armor penetration abilities, so you will need to use the right arrow and bow depending on the situation that you're going up against. And then there we have a little bit of a look at the new crossbow, which does look really, really cool. It looks beastly, especially the one at the bottom, which is, I don't know, some sort of explosive crossbow. Don't know what that's going to do, but it looks powerful. Is that a pneumatic crossbow maybe? Maybe it self-loads or something, but it does look really cool. And then the weapon rework system. Now, this is how you upgrade and make your weapons better. So there's many varying levels of weapons in the game, and how you can actually change, twist them about a little bit to use in various situations, or just to literally beat the shite out of things. And I do like that the detail being added to this in that customization section is much better than what it currently was. So as we see here, that little barrel underneath that first crossbow is an igniter, it looks like. So that's going to sort out sort of maybe flame arrows or something. And then if you thought the armor was a problem, there's also been bandit behavioral changes. So they've enhanced the sniper bandit mechanics, and you can spot their laser from a bit more of a distance. But if they've enhanced those mechanics, that could definitely mean they've got a hell of a sharper shot on them, and they already have a dangerous shot. So the bandit boss is also now appearing, and it can appear during certain quests or events, and they're heavily armored with both body and head protection, so you will need a variety of weapons to take them down effectively. He's also been refining the bandit behavior at night, which makes them a little bit less alert, so they're more focused on enemies that are going around you rather than what you're doing to them. The change has been designed to complement a future night vision feature, will also affect mutants like the Seeker and the Bloat, who are now going to be sleeping at night. So going out at night is a much better option if you don't really want to mess around with some of those bigger enemies. And then we've also got a quest capture event. Now the quest capture events are fully functional. They were in beforehand, but there was some issues with them, and now they will be working properly. And in the Rick camp event, when you successfully capture and reclaim a camp, you will unlock an NPC who specializes in crafting weapons. This NPC will craft unique crossbows, arrows, and bolts that aren't available in regular gameplay. And you'll also be able to unlock some new side quests, which I really love this. The more NPCs that we can come across that deliver various items, the more alive the world will feel. Originally, the world did feel a little bit meh, and once you've got everything together, there wasn't really much else to do. But I'm very excited for this, and I may start a new playthrough, tips, tricks, and all of that good stuff. And then, obviously, the mist that I spoke about earlier on. The Alpha Mist is a persistent fog which is created by a behemoth-type alien. Now, the first behemoth is introducing is called the Cedar. It's an alien bug species that releases a fog to terraform the environment, making it suitable for their survival. If the Cedar is around, this fog will stay there until you take it down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Cedar. Look at the size of that thing. That, for reference, is your character, I believe. So, how we're going to take that thing down, I really have absolutely no goddamn clue. But I'm excited to try it. And the Berserker has also been reworked. So, as you can see, this bad boy is... it's brutal anyway. But with this rework, he's going to look a hell of a lot meaner and probably rip your tits off. There's also been an overhaul to the map, and he's added Zone 1, Section 1 radio station. So, as you can see here, this is down the bottom corner, and then this is the radio station that has been added. Now, the radio station was previously in the game, along with the antenna tower, but they've just reworked it, made it look a hell of a lot better, and it'll be coming back in. If you don't know what they're doing with the map, they've basically redesigned a lot of the older maps that they originally had and put them into one giant map. But instead of having it all release at once with plenty of issues, they're slowly phasing in different sections of the map so you can get a decent read of what's going on before they add the next one, and it will help with performance as well. And then there's also the Hyperloop Secret Lab, which is massive and underground. There is a surface level to it, but it's having issues placing the secret underground section directly beneath it, so he's counteracted that by having pretty much a long layer of tunnels that lead into that separate section. And then there's also been a significant amount of progress to the multiplayer options. Now, multiplayer is something that is coming, and there's going to be working on it over the coming months, and it'll be something that is improved upon and worked on as he progresses with it. Originally, I don't think the plan was to add a multiplayer version, but I think having that option to play with friends will be quite good. I don't think there's going to be a PvP element. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Pretty sure it was something that was thrown out there a little bit, but don't know what they're going to be doing with that in the future, so we'll have to wait and see with that one. For now, though, we're going to wrap that one up there. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for much more Myst Survival. I've been Wyatt, you've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon with some more.